Hello, book lovers. I am glad that you are here. We are going to be doing YouTube 101 specifically for people who read. So consider this your complete guide to using YouTube to find information on books. Now, you may be watching this and saying to yourself, oh, I know how to use YouTube. That's easy. And yes, Bookish YouTube works pretty much just like anything else on YouTube. But there are some ways to get the most out of your Booktube experience. And I am a reader as well as a creator and a viewer of Booktube. And so I'm sharing with you some of my personal experiences in this community. And my journey started about 8 or 9 years ago, and I just happened to be watching YouTube a little bit, and I saw a review for one of the books that I was curious about reading. And I watched it, and I was not aware that that was a thing. So I found some other videos and watched those, and before you know it, I had gone down a rabbit hole, just like Alice in Wonderland. And I was hooked from that moment on. And I discovered what a great place YouTube is to find information on books or bookish topics. And so that is my expertise in this particular topic. And I hope that you will get some good ideas for how to approach Booktube for yourself, okay? So we're going to get right into this, and let's talk first about some ways to get started. Type one of your favorite books, or maybe a book that you've been curious about, into the search bar, just like with anything else, and you might type in something like Robin Hobb or The Realm of the Elderlings, or maybe you are only aware of the first book, which is Assassin's Apprentice, and that's okay. So you could go down a rabbit hole about whether or not Robin Hobb is for you. When I first came to this corner of YouTube, I had pretty much decided that I did not think The Realm of the Elderlings was for me. But boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong, guys. And I'm really thankful that I found information about this series on YouTube and changed my mind, because it's just that good. And that's been my experience with so many other series. And you can use Google, and most of the time Google will direct you to certain YouTube videos, because YouTube is powered by Google. But the best way to find YouTube content is always just to search directly on YouTube, and finding information about books is no different. You can also search by genre if you're into a particular genre, like fantasy, sci-fi, memoirs, whatever it might be. You can find all that kind of stuff on YouTube by searching the genre. You can search bookish topics that you're interested in. Maybe you're interested in the hero's journey, and you're going to go down a rabbit hole about books or series that feature the hero's journey, or maybe you'll run across a book by Joseph Campbell, who was a preeminent philosopher that dealt in depth with the hero's journey. So you could go down all these rabbit holes, and if you find Joseph Campbell, he's great. He's really great. So find a topic that you're interested in. Maybe you're interested in a specific trope, like the farm boy trope or the enemies to lovers trope. Whatever it might be, you can find it on YouTube. Just start off with the search bar and see what you find. That's the best way to get started. And you can also try different types of content. You can find long-form content on YouTube, so longer videos like 13 to 20 minutes, or sometimes longer, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You can find short form content if you're looking for just quickie reviews of books or quickie statements on topics that people are thinking about. You can find that in the YouTube Shorts shelf as well. And of course, some content creators like to do wrap-ups, whether it's weekly or monthly or quarterly, talking about books that they've read over the quarter or the month. You can find book reviews. You can find a plethora of bookish topics to watch. Some people do reading vlogs and live streams, and some of the content will be spoilers and some of it will be spoiler-free. You can find a wide range of stuff on YouTube, as you already know, and the bookish community is no different. There is plenty of information to be had on pretty much any book. And there are some books that feature more than others. You're going to get that with any type of content. But if you search hard enough, you're going to find content on some of your favorite books or books you're curious about. And I will say that Booktube tends to be fairly fiction heavy, especially fantasy and science fiction. So if you're really into those genres, you're going to be a happy camper. And eventually, you will start vibing with creators. You will eventually find booktubers that you really click with, that talk about books just in the style you like. Maybe you really like their personality. Maybe you really click with the way they think about books or talk about books. Maybe you get a few little nuggets of wisdom that you never really thought about. Or maybe you just like the aesthetic of their bookshelf and you like the colors in their videos and just how it stands out and you like the presentation. You're going to find different ways to vibe with different creators, and it's going to be whatever works best for you. Not every creator is going to click with everybody, but you will find several that you really like, and you will probably watch most of their videos. That's how it happened with me, and I still follow many of the creators that I did at the very beginning, and it's great. You eventually find people that you vibe with, and that's what really starts to make the community amazing, is because you get to interact with some of these creators on a very personal level and become friends with them. So don't shy away from that, right? This is the age of the internet where you can be connected to everybody and find new people to chat with. And I know for me, that was one of the best things I got out of this corner of YouTube, is being able to have a community to talk about books with, because in real life, I have a handful of people, maybe, that, I can count on one hand that I can really talk about books with, right? So engage in the community, make comments, and interact with other people in the comments as well as the creator, because most creators really try to reply to every comment and have a conversation with you. I know I do. So have fun. Have fun vibing with different creators. And there's various ways to support creators as well. If you find a creator that you really like and you enjoy their videos, you can support them for free. There's no cost to using YouTube. All it takes, if you like their video, is to click the like button. And if you really vibe with their content, you can subscribe to their channel. That's all free. And if you enjoy their content so much, you can share it with other people. You can click the share button and share it with a friend of yours, or share it to social media and let everybody know, hey, I really like this creator. Maybe you should check them out. Those are great ways to support your favorite content creator on Booktube, and they don't cost you a penny, not 1 red cent. Now, of course, there are ways to support your favorite creators financially if you want to. A lot of creators use Patreon, so you can subscribe to them on a monthly basis on Patreon. Sometimes even a year. You can sometimes pay for a year and get a discount. And other content creators use Ko-fi, where you can, just give them a tip. And there are different tiers on Ko-fi, I believe, as well. But most creators use it just as a tip jar. You can support people on Substack. Some people do have a Substack. And some people have YouTube memberships where you can click the join button on their channel and sign up for a membership. And it works similarly to Patreon in that way. And some creators I know use all of those methods. And if you're on a live stream with some of the creators, you can do super thanks or super chats to support them that way as well. That's kind of like giving them a tip, but it's live on the live stream. So there's multiple ways to support your creators, but you don't have to pay these creators anything. All you need to do, if you really like them, is click the like and subscribe to their channel. And if you want to support them monetarily, you can, and there's plenty of ways to do that. And it makes the creator feel good as well. You know, maybe you're just leaving them something as simple as a smiling emoji, and that can make their day, just to know that you enjoyed their content. So get engaged in the community, have fun, find out about new books, get some different perspectives on bookish topics. And I have to say that the bookish community on YouTube is one of the coziest and best communities I have ever found. I'm so happy to be a part of it. And so I just encourage you to really get in there and get involved and be aware that you may get to the point one of these days where you enjoy the community so much that you want to start your own channel. And that's an awesome idea too. So many great channels out there, and you can never have too many channels to talk about books, I don't think. One of these days you may decide that you want to take the plunge and start your own channel in the bookish community on YouTube. I hope you have really enjoyed this. I intended this as your complete guide to finding out about books through YouTube, and I hope it's been helpful. And if you enjoyed this video, help me out. Click the like, maybe subscribe to my channel if you vibe with me, and I will look forward to seeing you again sometime. And until that happens, make sure that you are reading more books.